Hi everyone, it's Liz here. I am so excited to be sharing my latest creations. These are two very similar junk journals. One I will call Imagine, and the other one I will call Memories. And what I wanted to do with these is just really enjoy the process, not have to think about a design project, just really do stuff that I love and how I love to use my journals. And so let me just quickly show you one first, and I will try and get through it as quickly as possible to show you the second journal. They are fabric covered, and I fell in love with this fabric. They are also on cardstock, so I stitched, as you can see, very messy stitching because I really wanted to give it a very just really my handmade product, and so I didn't want it to be so perfect, and I wanted to have fun with it. So I did stitching throughout. I did create these tiny tags, I guess, also to call them by their names, but also because I thought they were super cute. I've used some items from Jane and Scraps as well. I will link everything below. And then here for the front, for both of them, I did a little bit of a tuck spot. So if you wanted to tuck something in as you're using it, you could do that. These will be listed in my shop, and I think it's going to be sort of something new that I'll be creating periodically. I'll be making a few of these as inspiration hits. I will also have a paper sounds only version to this because I know some of you are really enjoying those, and thank you so much for suggesting that. I really appreciate that as well. So I love it so much, you guys. I've used primarily original ephemera plus a lot of different fabrics and trims and just deliciousness. The inside also is the same fabric as the outside, and because I fell in love with it, I had to use it again with the florals. I did stamp on this piece here a little butterfly. The other one has something different, and while they look somewhat similar, they will definitely be unique in their own way. So they start with a very different front cover, which is part of vintage paper that I have. It's one of those binders that has craft directions and stuff like that. So, and they all have some sort of a fabric. They all have fabric tabs as well, which I wanted to do for this. Oh my gosh, guys, I just wanted it to be so chunky and delicious, just like I like to see them. So anyways, let me continue here. So I've used a variety of papers, made this giant tag. I saw this somewhere. Anyways, I get so inspired by you guys, and this was something that I saw in someone's journal, and I was so inspired by it, I had to make one. This comes off, so I just did a staple at the top, paper clipped it to the bottom so it flips up completely. You can use it here or you can use it somewhere else, and that's part of what I meant about these journals, is I just wanted them to be kind of like a flowish journal where you can take pieces out and use them somewhere else, but also it's meant to be like a creative journal, so you can do creative things in here. I fell in love with these. These are from Caroline's Craft Tree, and I will link her shop below. It's got journal checks, so she designed these to be journal checks. I thought it was such a cute idea. Color pages, store. I love it so much. So I will link that below. This is a fabric little flip there. Original music pages from a book. Lots of variety of papers for the different sounds and textures. I used a little bit of the ribbon as the closure here. Original book page. This bag is from Janine's shop. And then some vintage pieces. I thought these were so cute. They come from a board game. And then these are vintage playing cards. And they'll each have very similar original pieces, as I said, but they'll all be different. This is, I think, the only digital that I used like this, Tsunami Rose, and I will link the shop below. And then I started making these fabric clusters. I saw everyone making them, and again, I got so inspired by, adding pieces, because you could add these to the pages as like washi tape or write on them and stick them down. I just love the idea of having a variety of papers and sounds and textures. Made large pockets here with Daphne's Diary pages. A repair tag from Janine's shop. Again with fabric tab. Original book page again. And then here's just I stitched this wallpaper up, and I love this texture. This is paintable, so you could, you know, paint on it and do whatever you want. It's paintable wallpaper. So I added that there again to a nice large magazine pocket. This is wrapping paper. And then another one of these vintage craft pieces from one of those old binders. And then the center of this one, I have pockets, and this one happens to have the "Dance as if no one was looking" quote on it from Janine's shop. I'm also making these on, oh, and let me just quickly show you. So what I did is I gathered a bunch of fabrics and ribbons and trims, and I was trying to make journal cards. Then I scanned it, and I love how it turned out, you guys. So this is one of the scans, and I've added some pieces here as journaling cards, but I love it because you can almost see the texture of the fabrics and the ribbons. Anyway, so I added I think a couple to each journal. This is in French from Janine's shop, and one of the additional journaling cards from Carolyn's Craftery, you can see that, and it says this journal belongs to. Again, I love that idea. I love what she did, so it's so fun to use in our journals. And then just the other side of what I showed you guys. This is from an original book page. I forgot the books that I used, but they're all original book pages. Here's another one of my journal cards, and see how you can kind of see the texture. I just love it. And then a recipe book, and it's like all typed up, so it's also original. And again, more fabric tabs. I forgot to put something in this pocket, and I will add some, I'll add some additional ephemera as well before they go. This is, I found this at a thrift store, a bunch of cards, quite thick paper, so I really like that. And again, more vintage playing cards. The other journal, I'll go through it a little bit quicker because I've shown you guys, you know, the basic elements that I've used, just the differences in how it makes each of them unique. So now I'm showing you Imagine, and again, it's the same setup except the fabric, you know, it's just a different color. Again, the little tuck spot with the lace, the removable tag. And then the bottom of this one, I've added a stamped a little bird, a piece of fabric. And then again, we've got the first page here, which is that double-sided gorgeousness with the fabric tabs, an original book page. Again, this piece that you can remove, same elements as before. This one is vintage, like a stationery. And then it has, like I said, similar elements as the first one. Again, the cluster. I love these clusters. So you guys, thank you so much, whoever started these. I see everyone doing them with fabric and paper, and I love them because it's so great to do stuff with your scraps. And my saying is, leave no scrap behind. So that's what I'm trying to do. These are original as well, and I will include one of them in the other journal. That's what I forgot to put in the pocket. Tabs. And then again, same elements here, except the difference is this one, and the pocket and all the stuff I showed you in the first one. I love these, you guys. I hope you guys like these. I am loving using them. This is a larger version of what I had shown you before. Those vintage pieces I found. Fabric tabs, another large pocket. I will add something to that before it goes. So let me know what you guys think, you know, about these journals. I am in love with them. I hope to keep making more as inspiration comes to me. But I do plan on making also different sizes. Let me know if you're thinking or would like a different size. Any questions, comments, please leave them below. These will be listed in my shop, and thank you so much for stopping by. See you next time. Bye.